This is the webinar recording for the SMART FY25 Support for Adam Walsh Act Implementation Grant Program Notice of Funding Opportunity, or NOFO.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dawn Duran, Acting Director of the Office of Sex Offender Sentencing, Monitoring, Apprehending, Registering, and Tracking, the SMART Office. Welcome to this webinar, which will provide guidance for applicants to the fiscal year 2025 Support for Adam Walsh Act Implementation Grant Program Notice of Funding Opportunity.
Generally allowable activities and cost. Examples of generally allowable activities and costs under AWA include personnel, fringe, and equipment. The DOJ Financial Guide defines equipment as items with a per unit value over $5,000. Examples of equipment include, but are not limited to, digital fingerprint and palm print technology, DNA collection, storage, and security items, fingerprint identification readers, and vehicle purchases. Please note that vehicle purchases are reviewed and approved on a case-by-case basis. A robust justification and a cost-benefit analysis is required and should be attached with your application. Supplies are also allowable. Some of the items under supplies include computers, scanners, printers, copiers, which also require a justification. Some items that are allowable include registration-related equipment such as cameras, kiosks, radios, tablets, as well as general office supplies such as printing and educational materials. Supplies are items including electronic with a per unit cost of less than $5,000 per item and a life expectancy of less than 3 years. The recipient must provide justification when requesting such items as desktops and laptop computers, which are limited to SORNA staff only for a period of not more than 3 years. Generally, allowable activities and costs include travel, training, seminars, or conferences, and any other SORNA-related activity to include officer safety topics is another allowable cost. Technical assistant meetings fall under this category as well. For implemented jurisdictions, jurisdiction-wide trainings and conferences are an allowable cost. Some of the other allowable costs under travel are mileage, local travel to attend meetings and perform verification checks. When using a personal or government-funded vehicle, a mileage log is required. Note, gas and fuel costs are unallowable except with approved rental cars. Additionally, vehicle maintenance is unallowable. Please remember that all proposed travel costs must align with GSA travel guidelines or established written travel policies for the applicant agency. Rental cars must have prior approval from the SMART grant manager in all instances. Subawards and contracts. Additional costs and activities that may be allowable include subawards to other entities that are responsible for the jurisdiction's SORNA-related activities or contracting for materials or professional services with the jurisdiction. Any contract or subaward must use established agency guidelines for competitive procurement processes. And you must follow the guidelines in the DOJ Financial Guide for limits on sole source vendors in daily rates and daily rates for consultants. Generally allowable activities and costs include rental space, office space, meeting space, and event space. Additionally, software including upgrades, licenses, and subscriptions, utilities, internet access, and telephone service, office identification and visibility materials, and conference registration fees are all allowable costs and activities.